Hi everybody, Jordan Steele 88 with another video. This is a Pirates versus Mets 4-game series recap, so let's get into it. Let's start with game 1 of the series. Pirates won that one 14-2. I'm going to talk about this game 1 that the Pirates won. Man, that was an offensive explosion if it ain't that in that series. It was an offensive explosion. And on top of that, Paul Skeens, who was last season's first round pick, he played phenomenal. Although he gave up that solo home run, and then gave up another run, he played great. Paul Skeens played great in that game. He went 7 innings, giving up 2 runs and then got 8 punch outs. So phenomenal game for Paul Skeens, who by the way is an all-star this year. So, and like I said, this was an offensive explosion. I want to talk more about that. It was an offensive explosion. I tell you that. If I've already said it. Sorry if I say it again. Pirates hit, it was like 7 home runs in the game, and 2 of them were grand slams. 2 of them. So, the guys that hit home runs were Reynolds, Tellez, Sawinski, Rondal, and Taylor. And 2 people who hit the grand slam was Reynolds and Tellez. Reynolds, by the way, is an all-star this year. That was an offensive explosion, man. They went off. The bats went off in game 1 of the series. Wow, that was an offensive explosion. It ain't that in game 1. So let's talk more about that. He is starting to heat up, man. He is just playing better since June. And Reynolds has been playing better since he got that hitting streak in June. So, yeah, man. Excuse the dog barking in the background. So that's game 1 of the series, man. That was an offensive explosion in game 1 of the series. Let's move on to game 2 of the series. Pirates lost that one 5-2. I mean, Barry Falter started out pretty well. Got some jams, but got out of those jams. But he didn't last long in the game because he got hurt. And he only went 2 innings, giving up 3 earned runs and 2 punch outs. The 3 earned runs, that was when Santana was pitching with the bases loaded, and then one of the Mets hit a base clearing double. Those runs were not Santana's, those were Fleming's. It was Falter, excuse me. Base runners, excuse me on that. So yeah, man. And the offense, they had some chances. They had people on base, like 8 on base, but in that 7th inning, Jackson Winter got totally screwed by the ump. We had the bases loaded with 2 outs, and then he's getting ready to walk with a bases loaded RBI. RBI walk. But the ump called it a strike. And Derek Shelton, who we had most people are criticized, went out to argue with the umps and got ejected. Jackson Winter got totally screwed, like twice in the 7th inning when we had the bases loaded to cut within at least 2 or possibly take the lead. He got totally screwed. And then the bullpen did what they could. Santana, Ryan, and Fleming. They gave up buying 2 runs. But Santana pulled up a 0 because despite him pitching with the bases loaded, those that he gave up base clearing double, despite that, pitched up a 0. That base clearing double give up was Falter's, by the way. And Ryan did what he could, but the Mets best extended the lead. For them to put up the 0 though. So on the offense, the home run came from O'Neal Cruz, who had like 2 home runs in the series, and one I'm going to talk about later. Because Cruz here, I know Cruz has been up and down so far this season. So, and our Pirates came, yeah, because Cruz was the offense that was the only offense for the Pirates in game 2. So by the way, I'm still ticked about Sawinski getting screwed by the ump in game 2 of the series that we lost. So let's move on to game 3. Pirates lost that one 3-2. I mean, it was a pitching duel going on in the game. It was a pitching duel by both teams up to the 8th inning. I mean, Luis Ortiz pitched pretty well. He pitched pretty well to qualify for the win, but the offense just couldn't improve on him. Because he went 6 innings, no runs, and 5 punchouts. But it was a bullpen, though. But Holtman gave up that 1 run. And then Aroldis Chapman gave up those 2 runs that they blew a save on, that he had a chance to shut it down, because he's normally money in that situation for his career, but just was not in that game. Was needed to be in that game. Because Chapman is normally money or butter in that game. So I'm saying that. But the offense was coming from Nick Gonzalez. Mainly Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez, man, he is been special for the Pirates, man. He's been special for the Pirates this season. That Nick Gonzalez kid, man, I tell you, man, he's going to get better. He's only getting better. So, I mean, we had a chance to win that game, but Aroldis Chapman just couldn't shut it down. It's normally money in that situation, like I said before, but just weren't in that series. Just was not for him to be money. So Pirates lose that one 3-2. Let's move to game 4 of the series. Pirates won that one 8-2. Mitch Keller, oh boy, this is why he got a contract extension, man. He has been a superstar ever since like last year. He pitched a brilliant game. Although he gave up that 2-run home run in the top of the 6th inning. So, but overall, he pitched 8 innings. Only gave up 2 runs, like I said before, and got 6 punch-outs. And the bullpen, Honeywell, who Pirates acquired, I think, came up with a 0. And the Pirates offense, man, they better. Not as spectacular as it was in game 1, but they did better for getting Mitch Keller a win. Because the run support was coming from the bottom of the 6th inning. Because they went off, man, especially that 6th inning, man. And the RBI was coming from Cruz, Tellez, Gonzalez, and Palacios. And that home run came from O'Neal Cruz, who hit a 2-run home run. Second home run he's hit in this series. And then Josh Palacios, man, he's back, man. That Palacios kid is back. Brooklyn in the house. So Pirates won game 4, 8-2, and they split the 4-game series. I'm gonna talk about Joshua Palacios, man. That guy has superstar written all over him. Brooklyn is back with the Pirates. Hope he stays on the roster. He's got to stay on the roster without question. Hope Ben Cherick doesn't mess it up. So by the way, the Pirates split the 4-game series, and they head on to Milwaukee, a place they always have problems. Because American Family Insurance Fields or Miller Park, whatever you want to call it, has not been kind to the Pirates all these years. So they got to at least try to take 2 out of 3 in that place. I'm not expecting a sweep at all in that place. So yeah, man. So let me know what you think down in the comment section about this 4-game series recap. I talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates. So that about do it for this video. This is George Steele 88. See you guys in my next video. And as always, let's go Bucks.